conjunction is a word that connects words, phrases, or clauses. Each conjunction defines a specific relationship between the parts it connects. We can say conjunctions are the connecting words that join other words, phrases, or clauses of the same sentence. For example, you and I are true friends. I have connected two sentences with the help of the word and. We can either play chess or enjoy a movie. There I have connected two phrases with the help of either or. So through a conjunction, we can reduce the number of words, we can reduce the number of sentences, and we can make a complete and meaningful sentence. Conjunctions are not linked or connected with objects. They are unlike adjectives or adverbs and never qualify or define a word. And we can see that some conjunctions are single words while others are in paired. On the basis of the sense expressed and the types of clauses joined, conjunctions are classified under three categories, and they are coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and the correlative conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are those words which join two or more words or clauses of equal rank or status. For example, Ram and Lakshman remained in exile for 14 years. Here I have joined two sentences having the same rank or status with the help of the word and. Then we can say and is a coordinating conjunctions. And there is a trick to find out the coordinating conjunctions, that is fanboys. F for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. These are the coordinating conjunctions. The coordinating conjunctions can again be classified into four categories, and they are cumulative conjunction, also known as copulative conjunction, then the alternative conjunctions or the disjunctive conjunctions. Then we have adversative conjunctions, and the last one, illative conjunction. Cumulative conjunctions or the copulative conjunctions are the additive words which simply combine one statement with another. For example, the officer issued an order and the employees carried it out. Here we can see this is just a combination of two statements together using the conjunction and. And we can see the conjunctions like and, both and, as well as no less than, not only but also. All these are coming under the cumulative or the copulative conjunction. The word cumulation shows that combination, addition. So cumulative means it is adding of statements together. Then alternative conjunctions, also known as the disjunctive conjunction. These conjunctions are used to express a choice between two options. And the popular alternative conjunctions are either or, neither nor, otherwise, or, else. All these are coming under the alternative conjunctions. For example, either eat the carrot or the apple. There I am giving an option. So in order to give an option, we are using the alternative conjunctions. Then we have the adversative conjunctions. Adversative conjunctions are the conjunctions which combine two statements expressing opposing or contrasting sense. For example, I studied well, but I failed in the exam. So obviously if I am studying well, I have to pass in the exam. But the contrast happened, the opposite thing happened. So in order to show these types of meanings, we are using a conjunction. And these conjunctions are called adversative conjunctions. And the examples of adversative conjunctions are yet, but, still, only, however, while, whereas, nevertheless, all these are coming under the adversative conjunctions. Then last but not the least, we have elative conjunctions. Elative conjunctions are the conjunctions which express inference or conclusion. It is showing the result in the second sentence. It will be combining two sentences. One sentence will be showing the result. For example, your examination is quite close. Hence, you need to work very hard. So, why I have to work very hard? Because my examination is quite close. There, I have used the word hence. Then, if I am giving another example, like winters have set in, therefore we need woolen clothes. So, therefore is a word that is showing the result. So, these conjunctions are coming under the elative conjunctions, and the examples of elative conjunctions are therefore, so, for, hence, then, so then. All these are coming under the elative conjunctions. The second type of conjunction is subordinating conjunction. These conjunctions join unequals. They join something of lesser importance to something of greater importance. We can say that subordinating conjunctions are those words which join the main clauses with their respective dependent or subordinate clause. For example, I'll go to Africa when I have the money for the trip. There, the main clause is I'll go to Africa. And the dependent clauses when I have the money for the trip. So these two sentences are joined together with the help of the subordinating conjunction, that is when. So the subordinating conjunctions are joining the dependent clause with their respective main clause. That is why they are called the subordinating conjunctions. And we can see that the subordinating conjunctions are again subdivided. There are about 9 types of subordinating conjunctions, and now let's have a look at them. The subordinating conjunctions can again be categorized as the subordinating conjunctions of comparison, conjunctions of time, condition, reason, purpose, concession, place, and manner. So these are the major subdivisions of subordinating conjunctions. First, we will deal with the subordinating conjunctions of time. Here, these are indicating the time. The conjunctions are indicating the time. For example, the student is not supposed to attend his classes until he is allowed to. So the time limit is shown by the word until. I will be waiting till he is coming. So there till is showing the time limit. So these conjunctions are called the subordinating conjunctions of time, which indicates time. Then we can see the subordinating conjunction of comparison. These are also very simple. This gives us a sense of comparison. For example, Rekha is more sincere than me. There is a comparison between Rekha and me. There I have used the word than. It is comparing each other. So these types of conjunctions are called the subordinating conjunctions of comparison. Then we have the subordinating conjunction of condition. These are the conjunctions which is indicating some conditions. For example, I will go to market if you are with me. I'll go to market if you are with me. There the condition is if you are with me. That is, I am showing the condition with the word if. Then I can say that if is a subordinating conjunction of condition. Then we have the subordinating conjunction of reason. Reason is showing the reason why the statement is being made. For example, Praveen was happy because Ankita came to see him. Praveen was happy because Angita came to see him. There I have used the word because to show the reason. Then I can say that this is a subordinating conjunction of reason, or it is also known as a subordinating conjunction of cause. Then we have the subordinating conjunction of purpose, that is indicating a purpose. For example, do not fall in the company of stupids lest you should spoil your career. There I am showing the purpose by using the word lest. Another example, come with me in the car so that you will be on time. So the reason is that you will be on time. And I have used the word so that in order to show the purpose. So these types of conjunctions are called the subordinating conjunction of purpose. Then we have the subordinating conjunctions of concession or the subordinating conjunctions of contrast. These are the conjunctions which convey a sense of contrast, the opposite things. For example, although I studied well, I failed. There, although is just showing the contrast. If I am studying well, I should pass in the exam, but I failed. So in order to show the contrast, we are using some conjunctions. These conjunctions are called the conjunctions of concession or the conjunctions of contrast. Then we have the conjunctions of place. It is simply indicating the place. For example, do you remember where we met the first time? Do you remember where we met the first time? So where is indicating the place. That is called the conjunctions of place. Then last we have the conjunctions of manner. These are the conjunctions that refers to the manner of an action. And these are the conjunctions, that is, we can see almost similar ones in conjunctions of contrast or the conjunctions of concession. For example, he lived his life as he wished. They have used the word as in order to show the manner. Manner is as he wished. So these types of conjunctions are called the conjunctions of manner, and we are commonly using the words like so far, as though, as if, as so. All these words are coming under the conjunctions of manner. So the subordinating conjunctions are again subdivided into many categories, and these are the subordinating conjunctions of comparison, time, condition, reason, purpose, concession or contrast, then place and manner. Last, we have the correlative conjunctions. You must have noticed that some of the coordinating or the subordinating conjunctions that we learnt were used in pairs. And these conjunctions are called the correlative conjunctions. And some of the correlative conjunctions that we are very familiar with are the following. They are either or, neither nor, both and, not only but also, whether or, such that, no sooner than, scarcely when, hardly when, would rather than, as. These are the most common correlative conjunctions. So either or, neither nor, these are used for giving the options. Both and, not only but also are used for the combination. Whether or is again used for giving the options. Such that is used for showing the result of some actions. Then no sooner than is mostly used to show the time limit. Then scarcely when or hardly when is also used for showing the result of some actions. Then would rather than is always used to show the consequences of some actions. Then as is used for the comparison. Like than we are using. Same way as is. So